Back now, we're going to talk about all the babies. I didn't do a top 10 list this week simply because how could I? Half the barn got to train on a very, very muddy track. There hasn't been a lot going on the first part of the year here at the stable for these horses. So there's no point in doing a top 10 list. I think everybody knows where everybody sits right now. There hasn't been many changes. There hasn't been many changes in regards to where the horses sit on my list. The grades that I'm looking at beside their names from Christmas time still ring pretty true. Adrenaline Rush, I was pretty happy with the way he trained. He's still really lazy in the third quarter, but he finished up his mile well, and I was very happy with him. Argento, I went with him the other day here. Just went a little mile, James and I, with them last week. I thought he was very, very good. Barbie's Crown, that wasn't Barbie's Crown yesterday. That was a filly struggling through a horrible track, and she did what she could. I know I got her marked down as an A+, and we'll leave that alone for now. I'm going to give her a wash for yesterday because there was no possible way she could go through that track. Beef and Cheddar's looking better now that we got him gelded. He's less beef, more cheddar, and he looks good on the track. Braemar is about to start back jogging, I believe, tomorrow, which is shocking to me, but Braemar will start back jogging tomorrow. Better's Hope made a little break, probably got to pull his hobbles in a couple of holes for hopefully what will be Wednesday's training set, I hope. Blue Monk is getting healthy. Still on the left line. We got to work a little bit with the old Monkster. I don't really know what's bothering him. It could be that curb still biting on him a little bit, but that should dissipate. So we should see a much better version of him this coming week. Brilliant Corners is out of the doctor's office now. He got his hock cleaned up. No complications. We had 4 horses in the last 2 weeks go to the University of Guelph to have OCDs removed. Absolutely no issues with any of them. So Brilliant Corners is back, looking good right now in the barn. He'll start back in the next 10 days. Broadway Roll looked much better yesterday. I know Pete and his partners had asked me to go with her, please, myself or James, just to show her off a little bit. I know it's hard sitting at home and you know or you hope your horse is better than it just appeared to be on the screen. And it's frustrating, I get that. As I said to him, I had no concerns with Broadway Roll. I put her in gear yesterday, she was great. Saw a couple little issues that we're going to work with, but nothing too serious. Cambridge Star, again, good time for him to fill out as he's putting on weight. He's starting to grow up a little bit, which I was really impressed with. Cambridge Star does his work very, very well. He's got a long way to go, but we all do, and they all do. So Cambridge Star, very happy with him. Can't Deny My Spirit is now a gelding. He missed Saturday. He'll miss Wednesday. We're no rush with this guy. Certainly no concerns with him. Can't Muscle Me looked great yesterday. Very, very impressed with the way she did her work. Captain's Maid had an OCD removed. We had her fluoroscope 4 or 5 weeks ago. She was clean. Then she get off a little bit right hind and get over on the left shaft. We had her x-ray and a little fragment at the front of her ankle was there and bothering her. Popped that out. No complications, no issues with her. So she also is on the mend for the next 10 days to 2 weeks. Carry a Big Stick. This is a horse that's been running in. His hock looks a little puffy now. We also had this guy fluoroscope, so this is a good learning experience for everybody. Just because we fluoroscope the horses doesn't mean something can come up along the way. And looking at Can't Carry a Big Stick, he might have a little OCD in that right hind hock, which is fine. We can clean that up, no problem. It's good to know now rather than later on. So not a big deal. And it's not a certainty. We haven't x-rayed it to know. We'll get it x-rayed first part of the week. They've told me that they can't get us in if it was an OCD. If we were going to operate, they can't get us in for at least another 10 days. So we'll get him x-rayed in the next few days. Cut the Line looked a little rough to me yesterday. Now I'll give her a pass because the track was so bad. But did look a little bit rough. Darling Please, Danny said she's green, but she's getting it. Might need the hobbles, might need a head pull. I'll go with her this week when I can. See if we can get her straightened away. Desperado made a little break yesterday, said he was on the right line. We will, somebody just sent me a text. Where are we at here? Desperado. We'll just hang him up a little bit different. He usually goes to no head pull or nothing. We'll change that up. Get Desperado back on the straight and narrow. Eternity Road looked incredible again yesterday. Really, really happy with him. First Glance. This is a horse that has really, really caught my eye. Durable, tough. Come first over in that muck yesterday. Make no mistake, Roy Hill's no slouch. Roy Hill might be our best pacer. And First Glance gave him all he wanted yesterday. So very impressed with First Glance. Fox Valley Britska continues to be on the mend. His knees were bothering him. He's getting better and better and better. Looked good again, just jogging yesterday, but I'm really excited to start him back training. He's had enough time. He's softened up enough now. We start to tighten him back up over the next month. Frilly Fringes didn't get a chance to train yesterday, but I see her in the paddock. She's pretty sharp and has looked good all week long. This is a filly. You guys are going to be really impressed with her, I think, throughout the springtime. Girls with Swirls just goes out and does her work well every week. Really impressed with the way this filly is composed, right? Just understands her work and goes out and does it every week. Really happy with her. Gray is the New Red, continues to excel. Paced hard on the end of it. There wasn't that many horses finishing up their miles hard yesterday. Gray is the New Red was one of them. And very impressed with the way she's been. GW Chrome as didn't get a chance to go yesterday. Haven't even got a chance to get the hobbles on him yet. I might take Let's Roll On over to Mohawk Monday or Tuesday to train him, just to get another mile. And a couple of these horses need miles, and he needs a little confidence on a bigger track. I might take GW Chrome with me over there and get the hobbles on him. Holy Chick. Was she good yesterday? She was very, very good yesterday. One of the horses finished up strong in the end of it, got up and got her first training win of her life. Very impressed with her. Italian Grit continues to grind along and do his work well. I'm very happy with him. Eglariam starts back jogging, I think, tomorrow, which is shocking to me, but very happy with the way the surgery went. Her legs look great. Very, very happy with her. I'm a Lovely Lady. Didn't get to train yesterday, so can't really tell you much more than she's always been training good and has always looked good. The same as I'm Hill on Wheels. These are horses that we need to watch them excel, but we didn't get a chance to, so they're still stuck in purgatory, so to speak. The B-level purgatory for now. Jazzy Judy has been, her only fault was going out the door. She was being a real brat in the burn, but she's been much better the last week and looks good. Really just looking to train her once more and turn her out for a little bit, which I don't have a problem doing. So that's where we're at with Jazzy Judy. Jesse Balboa was a little sick yesterday. He was scratched yesterday. I'm certain he'll be healthy for Wednesday, so that might be a little change to the lineup. Will be Jesse Balboa coming back in. Keystone Raven has been doing her work well. Let's Roll On continues to work hard. We just want to let him mature. I think we have him shod as well as we can have him shod right now. I don't think we can have him perfect just yet. So it's just a matter of putting weight on, putting muscle on, getting strong, and trotting through the turns. Lincoln Hanover. Mario swears this is a horse that he believes is one of the best horses in the barn. I don't know, but we're going to find out over the next few months. So Lincoln Hanover, a horse that Mario says to keep your eye on. Miss Meringue is always doing her work well. Always been happy with Miss Meringue. And happy, hopefully on a hard track here on Wednesday, she can show off what she's been up to. Mama Knows Best has been great throughout and was very, very great in the last training session. Haven't seen much of her the last couple of weeks, but I know she's always pretty even Steven. So Mama Knows Best, excited to see what she's going to do on Wednesday. Momo worked yesterday, got a little tired on the end of it. She's got that big sprawly gait. Not that shocking, a horse at her size with that big heavy gait. Got a little tired yesterday, but did her work well. My Jazz continues to do. She's always in that B-, C+ type area, the middle of the road right now. She got lots of time to prove she has more to offer, but for now she's doing her work just fine. No Free Lunch. I really wanted to see this horse go yesterday. Well, I have to wait till Wednesday. No Free Lunch. Danny loves this horse, says he's been going really good. Really excited to see how he's going to look in the coming months. Northern Blizzard. I think he just needs to fill out, right? He's doing his work well. He's doing everything right. Just needs to fill out a little bit. I believe he probably will in the coming months. Off-Road Hanover looks great and has looked great all along. That track must have been really, really hard for him yesterday, like taxing. He's got that big, big high gate. And still did his work really well and did not look tired. A horse that certainly wasn't tired. Perfect Record was flying on the end of his mile yesterday. Probably, out of all the pacers and trotters, Eternity Road and Perfect Record had the biggest kick on the end of it. That means a lot. They had to be tired, but they were still excelling and accelerating. And I was really, really happy when I watched the video of Perfect Record yesterday. Rito Sunshine just needs to get healthy. This horse has not been super healthy yet. We need to just get him on the mend and get him healthier. I think he doesn't look too sick. Just did a little snot in his nose, but shiny. So his body is feeling better, starting to look shiny. So hopefully we can get him on the straight and narrow. Rose Run Wanda is a horse that annoys me from time to time because she doesn't have the greatest attitude, but she looked good the last few times that we went with her. One sec. How's that track underneath the snow?
It's actually really good today.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like, you can train out there
But do you think he flattened it and then it just snowed on it? Oh, really? Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, of course. All right. It was Kyle there. He was jogging his horse. I asked him how the track was. He said that the guy must have been on it all day yesterday when we left. He said the track's fantastic. That's awesome. Makes me believe we can go on Wednesday now. Rose Run Wanda, yeah, she just needs to do more. You know, she needs to put more of an effort in, right? And that's really what it comes down to. I'm not unhappy that she stopped on the end of the mile. She was tired. And I was happy what she did leading up to that. I need to see more of that. So she's got time. We will probably be entering Rose Run Wanda into the sale. You guys know this. Every year, this is the February sale annually. If we have horses that don't want to do their work, I mean, I work hard. Everybody, I tell you this all the time. Everybody associated with the stable.ca works hard. And we can't have horses here that don't. And Rose Run Wanda looks better. As I said, February 12th, I believe, is the sale. So she's got the better part of 2 months. 1 month, sorry. The better part of 1 month to prove me wrong. But it doesn't mean that she won't be entered into the sale, because she will. Rose Run Why Not has been really coming on of late. Won a training set here with us last time we went. I was very happy with her. A horse that's really struggling with his health is Round Midnight. This is the Big Jim brother to Capistrano. He's not healthy. And we will get him healthy, and when we do, probably going to have to turn him out for a month and really or at least 3 weeks, and let his body recoup. This is a horse that we had gelded. He's coughed and carried a temperature for about 3 or 4 days. We've been watching him closely. He's eating, he's drinking, he seems healthy, but that temperature is there and the cough is there. So we want to keep a very close eye on Round Midnight. Royal Tyrone was gelded last we saw him. Wow. The guy that bred Round Midnight just called me when I spoke his name. That's weird. Royal Tyrone, we gelded him just after the open house. He's back going now. Just needs to pay attention more. There's nothing wrong with this colt. He's got a great gait, great attitude. Just needs to pay attention. Roy Hill, very strong colt, right? Wasn't as aggressive looking on the front end. If you watch closely before I move him and when I move him, he's explosive, this colt, for a big, big boy. But when he got to the front end and worked hard through that mud, he got tired. But he still finished off the mile and won the training set. Very impressed with what I've seen from Roy Hill, and everybody else should be also. Set the mood. Got to tinker with his gear this week. He was fine yesterday, made a little break in the last turn. That was gear related. We will fix that this week. So Admirable also couldn't function over the track yesterday. James said she made 2 or 3 little breaks for no apparent reason. No soreness, no lameness, just rolled off. And he thought it was just the track itself. Source Blue Chip, we gelded him. He's not going to be going Wednesday, but I think this castration will go a long way. I talked to Kenny, and Kenny, for the love of God, I heard that you were in the hospital for a little bit. Get well soon. I was really, really sad to hear that. But hopefully you recover quickly, and we can get back to talking about Source Blue Chip and the other horses we have coming up. Kenny Frieder's a good friend of mine. Built a pretty good relationship with him, and I heard he ended up in the hospital the other day. So for Kenny, from all of us here, get well soon, and hopefully Source Blue Chip will lift your spirits soon enough. He won't be going on Wednesday. You're going to have to wait for some spirit lifting a little bit longer, but Kenny also owns a good chunk of Forged in Fire, so hopefully we can get him qualified tomorrow. Really excited to see how he's going to handle the qualifier tomorrow. Stacy Hanover's look good. I think we got her on track now. Now it's just a matter of letting her grow. Just put the work in, let her grow up and be the horse she's meant to be. The breeding she has, the gait she has, just let her grow up to be who she's going to be. And that's what we're going to do with Stacy Hanover. Sunshine in May, healthy now, looked great yesterday. Surreal Love looked great. First training set win ever for Surreal Love. So good for him and good for Steve. Steve drove him great. Got up with both those horses in the late going. Both Holy Chick and Surreal Love were set winners yesterday. Sweet Ambitions obviously got a little tired yesterday. James said she got a beautiful gait, got a decent attitude, just got tired. So her and the next horse, Tanzanite Tricks, both got tired. I think Old Tricks, he probably would have done better without the hobbles on yesterday. Got a nice gait, this filly, got decent breeding. I expect she's going to be a decent horse for us throughout the spring and into the summer. That's My Girl, was in with the Bearcats yesterday. We dumped her in the deep end of the pool. She finished 5th in a 5-horse field, but trotted well, did her work well, and is growing by the day. Fat Cobra looked good yesterday after the mile, come back on and drove away from them. Can't teach that. I want to see that. Or can teach that. That's exactly what took place. Very happy with the way Mario handled him. Very happy with the way he handled himself. and the Fat Cobra looked good yesterday. Tipsy and Dixie didn't get a chance to go yesterday, but I trained her the week before with hobbles on. She's getting better. She's just getting sharp. Now we just got to get her legs under and get her training, and that is exactly where we're at with old Dixie. Tried to tease me, didn't get a chance to go yesterday. I can assure you she would not have navigated that deep track very well. So I'm glad to look forward to Wednesday with her. Walk on the Moon was tremendous yesterday. Very impressed with how professional this colt looks. He looked really, really good. Warwe Was Up didn't get a chance to go yesterday. Warwe Welcome did, and she showed exactly why I put her on the top of the list, and the horse that just picked her off of the wire was number 2 on the list, and that's Eternity Road. Both these horses looked very, very good. Well and Down continues to look good. I'm very impressed with the way Well and Down has looked. And then One My Heart Hanover didn't get a chance to go yet. She almost kicked me today. Turned her out in the paddock, little bugger. But she's going to go on Wednesday. I think you'll be very impressed with how One My Heart Hanover looks. So that's all the babies. I'll be back in a moment. We're going to talk about the barns. And then that is it for your first week of 2020.